We failed, one scientists despair as Brazil COVID-19 deaths hit 100,000. Bolsonaro failed. Not the doctors or scientists. The scientists didn't fail. The cunt that is the president did. And didn't he fire like 3 health ministers? Science didn't fail, the political process failed. That's what happens when you vote a narcissistic megalomaniac into power, put the blame where it should be. That idiotic president and his band of cowards did this. They didn't fail. That idiot, Bolsonaro, should be jailed. Interesting, we have over 160,000 deaths in the US, but I keep hearing we are winning. The scientists are being way too hard on themselves. This is what happens when you elect a bloody apathetic psychopath to be president. But then again, I guess that's to be expected when you're living in such a rotten political system as Brazil. We like to think democracy works and is beneficial for everyone, but Jair Bolsonaro should be used as an example of what happens when you combine democracy with a political system so drenched in corruption nothing can wash it clean. Wasn't it Brazil where gangs were trying to enforce social distancing and masks and getting people groceries because the government was doing jack shit? This is the best TLDR I could make, original, https://www. Thaguardian. com/world/2020/og/09/ Brazil COVID-19 deaths Natalia Pasternak Bolsonaro, reduced by 91%. I'm a bot. Brazil has recorded more than 3M infections, second only to the US. We failed, as a country, as a government, as a society, to get the message out in a clear, transparent, and educative way, she admitted. Latin America's #1 economy has the world's second highest death toll, second highest number of infections and 11th highest number of confirmed deaths per million people. As Brazil passed its latest cruel milestone, Pasternak said she was disheartened to think things could have been different. Extended summary, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditaldr/comments/I6I7L5/we_failed_1_scientists_as_Brazil/FAQ, http://np. Reddit. com/r/auditaldr/comments/31b9fm/FAQ_auditaldr_bot/version 2. 02.514874TL, DRS so far. Feedback, http://np. Reddit. com/message/compose, 2=%23 auditaldr PMs and comments are monitored, constructive feedback is welcome. Top keywords, Pasternak #1 people #2 Brazil #3 death #4 science #5. Brazilian here to remind people it's not just Bolsonaro who's to blame. It's way too easy to simply trash talk the one guy whose name appears everywhere, and pretend everyone else did what they could. When we had our first reported case, many businesses and education institutions decided it was still safe. One case reported on my university, and only after 3 days they decided it was a good idea not to have presential classes. It's also important to remember that the population itself is responsible for this. Not only the obviously ignorant who said it was all just a hoax, but also the ones who quickly put the blame on Bolsonaro and somehow thought it was okay to just meet friends, not use masks, etc. So you're telling me, fascist right-wing governments don't work? Imagine my shock. Bolsonaro is worse than Trump. Does anyone else see a similarity between the extreme right-wing governments and the incompetence that follows? /sarcasm cause I guess people couldn't recognize that. Brazil is a country of 200 million people with 7% of them in poverty, which during COVID-19 pandemic means people hunkering down in homes with no sanitation, AC, and scarce food or medicine. The scientists didn't fail them, the last decade's worth of governments did. You always pay interest on the problems you refuse to fix. I wonder if much would have changed if we had another president. I think people themselves got tired of the social distancing for so long and are just willing to get infected and get over with it soon. I'm also tired of hiding, but I do not wish to lose a family member, so I keep pushing my family to stay home or stay out of the city, on our farm where it's safe. My city is about to reach peak infections and our mayor just allowed commerce to open and rejected lockdown under pressure from the Chamber of Commerce. Understandable, as the city is going bankrupt with all the commerce going out of business. Bolsonaro contributed a lot, but he is not the only culprit. 100,000. When? I mean no harm, but in my country basically no media group, national or international, recently has been reporting about COVID-19 cases and tracks like they were doing 2 or 3 months back. Anyway, prayers go out to all those families affected by this virus. Sorry for their loss and may bless us all. That's what happens when you have an evil fascist fuckwit as a president who doesn't give a damn about the people's lives. The scientists didn't fail. The government did. Your leadership failed, let's be clear on that. The education system failed. When you have a population of uneducated people that can easily be influenced, democracy doesn't matter. What I do not understand is why people do not believe in science but enjoy this modern life that science has formed. It's mind-boggling. Article about Brazil. Half the comments are Trump/America bad. I bet the Brazil press said it's nothing so more people would die there. Bolsonaro has some favelas and rainforests to depopulate. No, Brazil, we assure this is a resounding success. The U.S. government. Brazil haven't failed, its government is trash. Bolsonaro should serve jail time for turning his head to this. Any president that behaves like Bolsonaro should be removed from office. Let's hope there's no other leaders that have behaved exactly the same way. They get to join the exclusive "We Are Massive Failures" club alongside the US. Welcome. And I'm sorry, "we fucked up" is more accurate. If it was Trump, he would have said, "We won." Politics failed you. You didn't fail the people. Fake news. The whole world is lying for the dirty Dems. Just trying to make our god Trump look bad. So disgusting they would do this. /s. As a Brazilian, what hurts the most is to know that, not only it could have been avoided, but also people seems to think things are okay now, and there's a good part of our population that even agrees with Bolsonaro's measures and comments. I used to feel like this when I was studying the rise of fascism in Europe before World War II and be like, how could people let that happen, and here I am living the same shit. It's disheartening and I can relate to her desperation. We didn't. I have been fighting in the front line since this started. I gave it all. I've lost friends. A lot of them. This country has betrayed every one of its inhabitants. The fact that this monster of a president still has support honestly breaks my heart. I was already set to leave this place for good. After all of this, I might never come back. Yes, we all did. Mexico, now at 52,000 casualties, will reach 100,000 by the end of September or sooner. Scientists have done all they can to prevent the virus from spreading. They did not failed. The politicians who have failed to act and follow the advice of those scientists have caused the deaths of thousands of people. People blaming Brazil's voter base need to read this article, https://en. Wikipedia.org/wiki/operation_car_wash #leaked_conversations. TL, Dr. Bolsonaro's main opposition was made a political prisoner during the elections. Not a joke. Anyone else read this with the voice of the scientist that created Mewtwo in Pokemon the first movie. I honestly feel bad for the scientist. You just know they are going to be racked with guilt even though this isn't on them at all. Poor guy. To everyone putting the blame solely on Bolsonaro, Brazilians as a whole don't give a shit about COVID. For instance, here my city this week, https://www.m.com. br//noticia/garayas/2020/08/06/interna_Garayas1173661/longas filas pauco distancia shopping SHTML, with lines across blocks forming in the entrances of shopping malls because they reopened. And, to be honest, when we think that 100,000 dead is 0.05% of the Brazilian population and there are orders of magnitude more people alive who are moneyless and hungry now because of the COVID lockdowns, it's natural that people will have other priorities. Also because of that, much to the despair of this sub, it's quite likely that Bolsonaro will be re-elected. The dead don't vote, and people alive who lost their jobs will remember that Bolsonaro was against the lockdowns from the start, and those were imposed by governors and mayors.